Hey guys, I'm Chewy Mew, but my real name is Eric, and welcome to another Chewy Mew review, and I picked up both of these. So we're going to do Gwen in this review. Put Peter Parker aside. Let's take a look at Gwen here. I'm going to move my camera up and a little bit back. And there's Gwen on the packaging. So Marvel comic books, it looks like the 90s animated series style of packaging, which I feel like it's a nice homage to Toy Biz, which I really wish Hasbro would make Marvel Legends with this kind of packaging, because I think this packaging looks pretty cool. But there you see a picture of Gwen right there. Just look at the figure. We'll get a better look at the figure when I take her out of the packaging. Move my lighting a bit like that. How's that? All right, on the back of the package, you see Gwen here, and actually she comes with a Mary Jane head and some other accessories, which I think that's really awesome. There's a read up here. A brave student with a keen scientific mind, Gwen Stacy's girlfriend to Peter Parker until she sadly, died. Spider-Man, you see the Marvel logo up here. Logo, Spider-Man, another picture of Gwen. Then you see other figures in the way, which is obviously Spider-Man, Marvel's Electro, Peter Parker, Green Goblin, and Daredevil. Package, warning, Hasbro stuff here and there and stuff. And I'm going to open this up, and I'll be back. Alright, guys, so there's Gwen out of the packaging. And here we go. This is very nostalgic. This is how Toy Biz would pack their figures. And so it's just pretty nostalgic. I mean, that's kind of the point of this. Here's the figure. She looks pretty nice. Looks pretty good. Looks like Gwen. I look at it and I feel like she looks a little bit like Emma Stone, which is probably not the inspiration for it. I doubt it is. But there's Gwen. Take a look at the Mary Jane head sculpt. Looks pretty good. Doesn't look like, I don't think she looks too much like the Mary Jane from the 90s series. But it looks like Mary Jane. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. Pretty face, nice lips, blue eyes, small nose. Like red hair, very like red, like bloody red. It's almost the color of this notebook here, which Gwen comes with a notebook that says Midtown High School. A bendable plastic. So is the Daily Bugle newspaper. It's rolled up. You can't open it, but it says Daily Bugle on it right there. We also get a handbag, which I don't think you can attach this. I don't think you can attach this to her strap. She has a strap here. Oh, no, that's a strap for her coat. Oh, never mind. The articulation is pretty stiff. Feels pretty stiff. Looks pretty nice. Looks just like Gwen. This is the clothes she wears when the Green Goblin kills her, which kind of tragic, but that's like her most iconic clothing. The joints feel really tight on this figure. It almost feels like they're going to break, which I'm kind of nervous about that. Like a lot of them, they're really tight. But other than that, it looks like a very good sculpt of a figure. I'm actually going to readjust the camera here. I'm going to move the light back up. Maybe like that. I'm sorry, the lighting's all funky here today. Put these scissors aside, let's take a look at the figure. So there's the face on Gwen. Pretty good looking face. I definitely think out of these two, the Mary Jane face looks nicer. But either way, a nice like a dark green on her trench coat. Move her arms out of the way. Or not trench coat. the fabric here, which can actually take off, it looks like. It's like a rubbery, plasticky kind of feeling. Like not rubbery, but like a plastic feeling. So is her skirt here, which actually has a slit there on the side. It's not ripped. It's supposed to look like that. A little revealing. The strap, or the belt, I guess, on her coat is also rubbery here. The hair is like harder plastic. It is a little bendy, but not too bendy. But other than that, it looks like a really nice looking figure. She's got the boots here, which these boots, actually these legs remind me of the Spider-Man 2 Mary Jane figure. Yeah, this figure looked kind of bad, I know, but the boots, I don't know why the lower legs to me they look kind of similar, even though they're not. I don't know, kind of reminds me, not same color, not same skin color, nothing's the same, but I don't know, it just kind of reminds me. Boots, she has like a slight heel on the boot, and on the bottom of the foot, it actually doesn't say Hasbro. Does it say it anywhere on it? It doesn't say Hasbro anywhere. Oh, it does. Oh, no, it just has a code right there. Her shirt under the coat has like a texture, like can feel like if you touch it, it feels like textury. Looks kind of like the like you can see that you can actually feel like those bumps. The skirt's just smooth, so is the coat. She has a headband on there, blue eyes, black eyelashes, black hair, or black eyebrows. That's weird that she has black eyebrows, but her hair's blonde. I'm pretty sure that's a thing, but I don't know, that's kind of funky to me. She has one open fist, which you can actually take the Daily Bugle newspaper in, I'm assuming, and stick it in her hand right there. She'll be holding the newspaper like to slap Peter with or something like that. I think she can also hold maybe the book with it. She can hold the book with that too. And the bag, I guess, you can kind of get her to hold that too. So I guess she's supposed to hold it in the left hand, because the right hand can't hold anything really. So to interchange the heads, it's pretty simple. You just pop the head off. I always feel like, oops, I always feel like I'm going to break the ball joint. That's a pretty big size ball joint. You can put on the Mary Jane head. Come out. You can put on the Mary Jane head, which I don't think Mary Jane looks too good in this outfit. I think she looks kind of strange. Definitely the Gwen head I think looks better. But let me know in the comments if you think the Mary Jane head or the Gwen head looks better with this body. I personally think the Gwen looks better because this is like her colors. And this is like what she wears. Mary Jane usually wears like kind of more like skimpy clothes. You know? But put the Gwen head back on just for the review. Oops. Oh, there we go. The head is like, feels pretty loose now in comparison after putting it on. And let's take a look at her articulation. So the head would rotate all the way around. It's got a pretty good range of motion still. Has a hinge in the neck, goes up, but the hair blocks some of the articulation. The arms rotate all the way around. They go up almost all the way. That's a lot better than most of the Hasbro figures I've noticed. A lot of them, they don't do that. She has a single bend in the elbow, but the arm also rotates here as an added benefit. The hands rotate all the way around. There's a hinge in the wrist. There's like a ball joint in the torso, which is kind of hard to move because of the coat. But it doesn't really allow for much back movement or forward, but it kind of just is to, like, you know, twist the figure all the way around. The legs would kick up all the way, but the skirt blocks it, and they kick out pretty good. If you adjust it right. Oh, it only has a slit on one side, but on the other side it doesn't. I thought it was on both sides. But if you move the legs, this one kicks out all the way, the other one doesn't. The legs do rotate here above this, like under the skirt spot. Double bend in the knee, nothing in the boot. She has the ankle pivot, which it is an ankle pivot, and the foot hinges forward and back. I definitely think this figure looks pretty nice. I really wanted to get this one because I don't think there's ever been like a 6-inch this articulated kind of Gwen. I definitely will probably pose her with the Gwen head. I'm probably not going to use the Mary Jane head. So to me, this looks more like, you know, how Gwen would dress. You know, let me know which head you prefer in the comments. Which head you would prefer to pose the figure with, either Gwen or Mary Jane. Okay, that's pretty awesome. I will see you guys in the next video. Wow.